Hi, welcome to the Shelly Studio. Today I'm doing more of my 100 day project. This one is day 55 and I'm trying to recreate a scene from the Pony Express Trail in Utah. So it's pretty arid. I have this piece of deli paper that just has kind of spots and color on it. I decided to use it as the sky. It's a bit busy, but yeah, I'm trying to find more blue for my skies. And for the arid ground, I'm using a little bit of scrapbook paper. Because it looks like dry grasses, right? And then, although there's mountains everywhere, I just put the low, just a little teeny bit of hills in here. And I decided to add a car. So the picture I'd taken, I'd walked away from the car to take a picture, and I turned back and I saw the car sitting on that road, and so I took a picture of the car on the road. So yeah, this does represent an actual photograph, sort of. Stylized, abstracted, or something. So I'm adding a little bit of white and some highlights on the car, and it's just a real simple, quick landscape. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. The weather's been good lately, which is always nice. It's getting to be warmer and warmer every day. I think I add a little bit of ink, trying to make those mountains stand out. And the big black blob in the middle of the sky was really bugging me. So I end up pulling out some white paint and just putting some paint over that with my fingers. I mean, it could have been a UFO. I could pretend it's a UFO. But I pull out some white paint, and I think that helps quite a bit. Though it is noticeable that there's white paint over a black blob. But it looks more like a real sky, don't you think? my little paper car. Alright, so the next one is day 56, and the location is Double Bluff. That is a beach on Whidbey Island, and the finished piece, it's probably kind of hard to tell what you're looking at. So this white is supposed to be the sky. This it's a copy of an old journal, and yeah, it says cloudy and rain. But I have all these layers. So the scene is from the parking lot or above, and there's a concrete wall, and then there's water, and then there's sandbars, and then there's more water, and then there is probably an island or land in the distance, and then the sky. But there's so many layers, I think it gets confusing. Because the white is the sky, the light blue is the distant water, and this is kind of a sandbar in between the distant water and the close water that's inside near the Double Bluff. And then this little teeny strip is land in the distance. I know, it's kind of confusing. The picture I took actually had a pair of shoes sitting on the little gray concrete wall. I just thought it was interesting that there was a pair of shoes sitting there. So that's the reason I took the picture. And of course, it's more sand and dirt than bright orange and red. But I like me some color. And I'm just putting some lines around some things, trying to emphasize them a little bit. Oh, and those are supposed to be flowers. So I put some stems on there. I don't know, I think the ones where I have lots and lots of lines and layers gets too confusing. And they look too even. They don't have as good composition. I'm just creating some shading, a little edge on that concrete wall. Pretty simple, quick, I think. Kind of quick. I think I end up taking, I don't know if it shows, but I think I ended up putting a little bit of paint in the sky just to mute out the words a little bit, though they're still completely visible. I think I just ran a teeny little bit across there. So there's Double Bluff. This next one, this is one of my favorites of this batch. This is Glendalough National Park in Ireland. It's really funny too because I was going through photos in a photo album and I found this one and it was like in between a couple of different places in Ireland and I'm like, I don't know where this is. So I did Google image search and found the exact same spot. Like somebody had stood almost in the exact same spot I had stood and took a picture. So that's why I know where it is. And I'm pretty sure that's correct. Like it was the same tree that's going to come in. The hillside on the right is the same. It's all, yeah, it was very fun. I'm like, wow, I wonder if I can do that with other pictures. They were not as precise, but this one was quite a surprise. That Google image search really works. This does have a few more pieces. Just used the gray piece as the sky, though it looks like kind of foggy mountains in the background, but it's sky. And it was mostly boulders, but you know, they kind of look like little bushes. Now I'm going to add the tree. This is I think it's called a Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. I don't use it very often. It's really good, but I'm not very skilled with it. I need to practice more. It's like bristly brushes with ink in it. It works really well. It just takes practice holding. And then I'm adding a little bit of foliage to the trees, adding leaves, I guess. This particular patch of green scrap paper works really well for this because it looks like a bunch of leaves, doesn't it? Like the yellow and the green. And anyways, I think that works. Again, putting a little line for the shoreline in the distance. And some shading on the hillside. I don't think I added any shading to the leaves and the trees, but I don't think they needed them. I was trying to remember what year I went to Ireland. It's been quite a long time. I'd love to go back again. Alright, so that was day 57. Now we're on to day 58. And this one is the Haleakala. Is that how you say that? In Maui. So that's the volcano in Maui. And it's kind of a thing to go up and watch the sunrise over the volcano. It's really pretty. It's bright orange and it's just really cool. But we had to leave, I think we left at like 4 o'clock in the morning to drive up there to get there in time to see the sunrise over the mountain. It was pretty cool. So that's why I picked these colored pieces of deli paper. So it really went with the actual colors. Well, they're a little darker, but really kind of went with the colors that you see there. Where that brightest orange is, I put that because that needed to look like it was curving, because it like curved down into the caldera. That the opening of the volcano. So I was trying to make it look like it was curving. So I put some lines going with the Stabilo to get that kind of curve. Ends up making it kind of dark. It lightens up from what you see there, but it's still pretty dark. And another quick one. I do have 6 this time. That was number 4. There's several that are really short. Like this one is really short. This one is number 59, and this is Badwater Basin in Death Valley. It's a view from above, and yeah, there's not a lot going on in Badwater Basin in Death Valley in my picture. Just a lot of dirt. And it can get pretty hot and dry there. There's a reason they call it Death Valley. And they warn you too, like, constantly warning you to have enough water with you. To make sure you're drinking a lot of water, because you can get dehydrated really fast and easily. So yeah, this one only contained 4 pieces of paper. And a little bit of Stabilo. The sand portion, the land, that paper has a little bit of gold in there. I like the sparkle. Kind of helps with the effect. And there it is. Badwater Basin. The next one, going with the same area, this is the Mesquite Sand Dunes in Death Valley. I decided to go for a little bit different foreground on this one. Add some interesting pattern. So there's the sky. And I decided to use the same paper for the mountains so it would be kind of consistent, right? Anyways, I hope you're liking these videos. Let me know which one's your favorite. Do you like the Death Valley ones? They're pretty arid. If you do like them, leave me a comment or hit the like button. All the good things. Appreciate it if you do those things. They kind of help my channel. And if you like what you're seeing and you want to see more, please subscribe. And if you haven't seen the rest of these, there is a playlist. I will try to remember to put a link in the description box below, so you can click on that and find all kinds of them. I'm on number 60. So, see my ground? Isn't that interesting? It could look like it's plants and stuff down there, right? Even though there were some plants. There were like sagebrush and stuff. So now I have to make this little hill look like sand. So I'm drawing lines with my Stabilo to create kind of the swoops you would see on sand dunes. And of course, shading the mountain in the background. Oh, see, there was the picture. That's already filed away somewhere. It would take me forever to find it, or I'd put it at the end of this if you wanted to see it. But I don't know which book it's in now. I have so many photo albums. It's crazy. I don't know if you see it, but I do end up putting a little bit of white highlights on the sand dunes as well to make them look more like sand dunes. But there it is. There you can see the highlights on it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all for watching. Have an awesome day.